Hi, my name is Ryan Rodriguez, and I'm the Vice President of Food Service for Villa Dolce Gelato and Sorbetto. Today, I'm going to be giving you a brief demonstration on how to properly display and merchandise your product, as well as scooping techniques and also procedures for opening and closing. So, for years, our customers have been asking us, Ryan, how do we get our product to look like Italy? How do we have the beautiful presentation of gelato and sorbet for our customers without compromising the integrity of the product? Well, it's actually really simple. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to share with you an aftermarket piece of packaging. This is a 2.5 liter shallow pan. It is essentially half the depth of our standard 5 liter pan. This is how our product comes shipped to you. Nice transparent packaging, and as you can see, if you come in a little bit closer, our product is designed to basically fit right into a standard stainless steel 5 liter pan. Our finished product is we already pre-swirl and decorate the product for you. This presentation is really your starting point. What I've done is I have set the temperature of this gelato display case for our product at 5 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. And what that's going to do is going to soften up and naturally temper the product so it's easier for you to scoop and manage when you want to build your mounded, beautiful presentation of Italian style gelato. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come in, let's pick, this is our raspberry sorbet, beautiful raspberry sorbet. We're going to pull it out. We're going to put in our 2.5 liter shallow pan. I always keep in the back of me next to the case a nice bucket of warm water. Naturally, if you have a sink area, you can utilize the sink. What we're going to do is we're going to scoop right out of the pan. We're going to gently lay it into the display case. And the slower you go with this process, the better. You don't want to rush it. I always like to keep a backup in case it gets stuck to your paddles. You can scrape it off. As you can see, it's just a very, very smooth and simple process. One thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to pack your product down. You don't want to sit here and just continue to mush it down. Just let the gelato naturally fall right on top. Just like that. Just let it naturally sit there. You can hold it in place for a second. Gelato display cases are oscillating systems, so they're blowing forced air over the top of the product. So as you scoop, when the product is a little bit soft, it'll firm up within a couple seconds. Almost done here. All right, so once that's done, you'll sort of take a look at your area, and sometimes you're going to have product that falls over. Just grab a gelato spoon and bring it back in, bring it closer to the pans. Okay. Now at this point, we're ready to decorate. So if you come up here, you can see that I've already prepared the toppings for this specific product. And everybody has their own creative ways for decorating their gelato. But this is a good foundation, a good starting point. This is our raspberry sorbet. We also do a mixed berry sorbet, passion fruit. And what I like to do is just use some simple fruits to put on the product. fresh, clean raspberries. And then to add a little contrast, I'll go ahead and throw in some blueberries. A couple strawberries. And that's really about it for the sorbets. Now, one thing that you're going to notice, if you come back to me real quick, one of the things that you're going to notice is you're going to see and experience texture differences between sorbet and gelato. Sorbet is non-dairy, gelato has dairy. So they're going to behave a little bit different. Don't worry about it. Some flavors are a little bit softer than others. Once again, not a problem. We actually have designed our product to maintain their consistency and to have the right consistency for all of our flavors is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. That is where this display case needs to be set at all times, is 5 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll talk a little bit later on about opening and closing procedures, but let's go ahead and work with our mint chocolate chip. And I'll show you the differences in texture. So once again, we'll put our pan back in. Once again, I'm just lightly placing it in the display case, letting it fall naturally. Another benefit to these shallower pans is that you're not putting so much product in your display case. Part of this is to maintain the integrity of the product. So, for instance, if we were to add 2 full pans of gelato, meaning where I'm scooping on top of now, underneath this having one of our full 5-liter pans, the product is just sitting there and it's aging. Okay, so you really just want to put out the product that you need for the day, or for a couple days, depending on your volume. Make sure we get it all. And always remember, always use gloves. We like to keep things nice and clean. Okay. There's our mint chocolate chip. Now, mint chocolate chip is actually a very fun flavor to decorate. You will notice that a lot of our products already come with inclusions. So for instance, we have nice 72% semi-sweet chocolate pieces throughout the product. You don't need to add anything more than this unless you want to. So what I've done is I have some just absolutely gorgeous melting chocolate. And I just drizzle a little bit of this chocolate right on top of that mint. Let it naturally fall down. You don't want to go too heavy. And you feel you've got a nice look to it, a nice gelateria look to it. So we're all done with that one. We're good. This chocolate will harden up within about 30-45 seconds, and you're ready to start serving. So that's basically it on the transferring of the product into the shallow pans. Another thing that I'd like to show you is an opening and closing procedure, as well as scooping your product during the day. Okay, so it's okay if you have the environment where you just want a flat pan of gelato. Okay, so when you scoop a flat pan of gelato, start from the front and work your way back, all the way back, and then place it into your gelato cup, just like that. Now you'll notice for this particular scoop, I used really a portion controlled ice cream scooper. I'm a big fan of the gelato spades for a lot of reasons, but for scooping product, if you want portion control, this is a good option as well. It's really what is really what is best for your comfort level. Now, as we start to scoop the product out, as you can see, the presentation gets a little bit messy, and that's okay. So what we're going to do to overcome that with our gelato spatula is we're just going to come back in here and we're going to smooth it all out. So when you're not serving and things are a little bit slow, go ahead and take the time just to kind of smooth your gelato out a little bit. As far as keeping the product at the right temperature throughout the day, as I previously mentioned, 5 degrees Fahrenheit is really the best temperature for our brand of product. During the nighttime, when you're closing up and you're ready to go home, make your gelato case a little bit colder. Bring it up to 0. Okay, so every day, maybe put a sign on the back of the case. During closing time, put the gelato case at 0, close the back of the case, and you're ready to go. The reason for that is you don't want the product to sit here and stay at a warmer temperature overnight, because then you start to break down the solids. The sugars start to rise to the top. Another good technique for closing procedures is here is an aftermarket lid. You can buy these online through our website. You just cover the top of it, and what this does is it stops the forced air from blowing on the product overnight when you're not serving your product. When you're ready to go first thing in the morning, you set your gelato display case at 5 degrees Fahrenheit, you take the lid off, and you're ready to start scooping again. We'll just leave that on there for now. As I look at the case, I always like to look for things that I can do better. Always, that's why I'm kind of stalling out here for a moment. One of the things on the high-mounted product here, save our packaging. You will absolutely need these for the closing procedure. If you don't have a high lid like lids that are higher than this, save our packaging, and at nighttime, just simply put it over the top of your product like that, and it will stop the air from blowing on top of that product. In the morning, you just simply come out here, pull the lid back off, and you're ready to go again. Once again, listen, I thank you very much for taking a look at our video. Hope you enjoy the product, and if you have any questions, you can always contact us through our website. That's villadolcegelato.com, and we look forward to helping you in any way we can. Thanks so much.